Hello everyone. I just gonna share the reason why I started appearing on the social media because this is out of my comfort zone. I'm doing it for a purpose, and I never thought like I'll be ending up in such a decision in my life. I don't know where I should start because the two incident in my life has changed my perspective towards life. That made me to find my purpose for taking birth as a human being in this world. And I'm Shalini Kumar. I'm from Chennai basically. The two incident happened in my life is horrible one. In 2021, I got to diagnose my mom with a breast cancer, and it took so many steps for me to confirm, for the test reports to confirm that she too has a cancer. When I heard this word, I did not know what I should do as a daughter because these are all very new experience or new things which has happened in my life. Then they asked me to do few tests and uh, re- uh, the test and all those procedure to check how the cancer is reacting. Is it reacting or not, or what is the alternate way to treat her illness and all those stuff. And then I just trusted. I did take the biopsy test because biopsy is something like they'll take a part of a tissue from the body where the cancer has happened, cancer has appeared. So that tissue will be given for a test to check whether it is reacting for the application, like external applications of the medicines or antibodies and all those stuff. If it is reacting and it is like getting powerless with all the treatments and application, they'll treat it through medicine. But my mom's case is like it is not reacting, so they told like they have to remove the breast. I was like, what is happening in my life all of a sudden? And the two, like within the days I got confirmed so many things which I couldn't even digest. I was hearing all these externally from the hospital. And then we did her breast removal surgery. Simultaneously, my dad is also not doing that great. He had some body ache. We have taken him to the nearby hospital. They'll put some antibody. For time being, he'll feel okay. And again, he fell sick. Having my mom getting treated for all these big illness, I was not able to take my focus on my dad also. Like, I'm not the only daughter, but still, I had all this pain inside my heart. Then we brought my mom to the home. Before doing surgery, it was horrible for me because I was waiting all alone in the theater to know the result of my mom's breast removal surgery. The surgery happened successfully, and the doctor came, and this one more sister has come along with the doctor carrying something in her hand like a child, like a newborn baby. How do they wrap the kid and come? They were coming near me, and the doctor told like now it is a third stage for her. When we were diagnosing the cancer, it is like second stage. Then the person who's standing next to her, next to the doctor, she showed me a thing. I was literally speechless, and my thought was not even, my brain is not working when I saw that. They just show me the removed part of the breast to me. The full breast has been removed and they have showed it to me. I'm thinking what sin I did for me to undergo all this pain in my life. Or am I such a bad daughter or human being to see all the pains in my life? And then I just saw that I literally cried. The food or the milk where my mom gave it to me when I have taken birth, that part is removed from her body now, and I'm witnessing all this stuff with my own very eyes. What sin or what bad I did into this universe which is punishing me with all these stuff? Literally, I had this feeling. What wrong did I do? God, why are you punishing me with all these things which is happening in my life? That too through my beloved parents. And then we brought my mom, surgery is done. I have given my best to support her. We brought her home. And then my dad is also was not doing good. So I could focus on my dad now because my mom has been discharged and she is at home. And I'm taking my dad, and he is also was not doing good. He has the habit of smoking, which I insisted him for a very long time to quit, but he failed to do that. Then I got to know there is something wrong in my dad's health, but he was able to tolerate the pain where the symptoms are very minimum, but the consequences are very bad. They asked me to take the CT scan for my dad, and I have taken the scan. There it got suspected as a metastasis. I don't know what is metastasis, but still I am a biology student in my secondary schooling, but did not able to do medicines because of the financial constraint. But still I had that interest. I just surfed, checked the word or searched the word in the internet to check what is the meaning of that word. Then I understood metastasis stasis is something where the cancer which has developed from one part of the body, it transfers through the blood to the other part and it affects that part as well. I was literally shocked. Why why again I have to have this pain through my another beloved parent, my dad? What wrong did I do? They told it is suspected to be a metastasis, but I was literally hopeless. What is happening in my life? Then we did a PET scan. PET scan is like checking the entire body, and that is a different procedure because why they do is like to check what are all the parts has been affected by this tumor. We did the test. PET scan is done. The next day I went to collect the scanning report, and I just opened the report out of curiosity to get something which will be uh, uh, not a bad news for me, at least a relaxing news. But that did not happen for me. There is another worst bad news awaiting for me, and the report confirmed it could be a cancer which has been spread to all the parts of the body from due to smoking, or it could be a necrosis, they said. Then I took my dad to the hospital where I got treated my mom at the same hospital and to the same oncologist. That is a cancer treating specialist is called oncologist. He told it could be a necrosis also. Infection could have spread to all the parts of the body. And you know what? Even doctors could not confirm that it could be a cancer, but then I had to do biopsy to confirm the test. Biopsy is like taking a part of a tissue and giving it for a test, and we have to confirm, wait for the result. Then the result came on Jan 20. I got the result 2022. December 2021, I did surgery for my mom and discharged her home. Not even a 1 month gap I had. Immediately started taking my dad for treatments and all those stuff. On Jan 20, 2022, I got the confirmation stating that my dad also has a cancer. I was shocked. I don't know why this is happening for me. And I could not see the pain whatever they are undergoing because my dad was having some head pain. He holds his hand like this, and I do see his symptoms. He gives such a reaction, but he won't say to me. And I felt very bad as a daughter because I was not able to take his pain from the body. I was having so much of guilt inside me. And then 5 days down the line, I lost my dad. I saw how he's suffering with a breathing problem and all. So, why I'm saying this is like, as a daughter, I was in a guilt for not saving my dad, whom I love the most than my mom. But I didn't even had a time for the loss of my dad, or I didn't even have a time for crying at least, because I have my another person who is fighting with the death or live zone, which is my mom. So I didn't even had a financial support. I got to approach government for health schemes and support. Fortunately, I got the support from the government, where I got my mom treated with the cancer further process like chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and all. At this stage, I was like having a, a vague life. Was I was roaming like a robo, like having no emotions, because I was being tough on myself, holding the guilt for not saving my dad. And that is due to smoking. Even though if it is due to self-destructive habit of smoking, I was not able to find it early as I found it for my mom. That thing I had it for a long time, for not saving or for not having my dad, because who want to lose their parents, right? We don't want, because they have safeguarded us since we born, like a they preciously they have safeguarded us and gave this good life and grown up us so well. And as a kids, as a daughter mainly, I have not done justice. As a daughter, I had that guilt in me. Then my mom was undergoing chemotherapy. She had lost all her hairs, and she was showing to me with a crying face. See, these are all happening to me. I was like literally. I did not show my pain to her, but all alone I have cried, because if I show my weakness to her, she will feel more weaker, and it will be very hard for her to recover from the illness. So I did not cry in front of her, and even when I felt very bad for losing my dad, I did not cry in front of her. I was giving her a moral support, because she has lost her husband. It is horrible, like losing the husband and who has the same illness in his body, because it is very special bonds, right? Husband, wife, dad, and kids. It's everything is a precious relationship which we have in our life. Then I realized what I'm doing, working all day and night, not able to save my parents, not even able to spend a proper time for my family before if it is too late. Because when I lost my dad, I realized the value of spending the time with the family. We don't know what will happen next moment. And my mom's treatment got completed and she lost her head. Her soul and even tongue turns bluish color due to this chemotherapy and radiations and all. It is very horrible. If I show the picture, nobody would even dare to have a food by looking at the picture. That much horrible is that. And then I was in a depression, and I did not know what should I do, and I was being rude to everyone in my office and in my circle, because I was having that guilt and being tough on myself, that I'm not worth, or as a doctor I failed. Like this, 1 year has passed. 2022 was a horrible phase in my life. I couldn't even forget in my lifetime. Then 2003 started, and they asked my mom to do some scanning again, the full body scanning. There comes the good news for me, which I did not expect. The doctor told, like, she is out of danger now. She has to continue the medicine for 5 years. That is where I felt happy after a long time, because I was just thanking the universe or the God. At least I saved my mom from the danger, from not allowing her to die. And then I realized, okay, at least I could save my mom, and I started showing gratitude to the God and universe, the supreme power which conquers the world. Then everything started happening for me. I thought, like, why should I undergo all these experiences in my life? There should be a reason, right? I was being health conscious from the day I got to know about this cancer, from the day when cancer entered our life. We started becoming very health conscious because there are so many side effects when my mom has to undergo the treatment. I can't even say the whole day will not be sufficient if I'm gonna share this story to all of you. Then I thought, like, why I have to face all these? I had two things. My dad has a smoking habit and he got this lung cancer which has spread to all the part of the body. That is due to stress. They are getting addicted to smoking, alcohol, pan, drugs and so many things. And my mom on the other side, she is a foodie type. She has no health conscious. She used to eat outside food also because of her she owns a shop and all those stuff. She's a hardworking woman I have ever met. But that made her to eat from outside, and even though we cook healthy in home, the chemicals which we have in our food that causes cancer, I come to learn about this through the research. So the food what we eat also has the uh, chance of bringing cancer in our body. Then I thought, like, why don't we try prioritizing our health? Because we are working so hard, taking our health for so granted. And one wise man said, like, what makes him wonder is like, we do work for money without even thinking about the health, and we do pay the same money to restore our health when we fell sick. And we want to grow so fast from being a child, and when we grow older, right, we long for those childhood memories. We long, our heart will be searching for, why don't I be a child rather than growing? And one more thing, like, our mind or as a human being, we live in the past or the future, which is a memory. But what matters a lot is like living in the present moment. Because by living in the past and present, we are not even neither living the past or future, or not even living the present moment. And also this part admire it has a very impact on my health, on my thought. Because this is like we do work or we do live our life thinking that we don't die any day. We have that thought. As a human being, we live so happily with so much stubbornness, ego, and thinking that we're gonna rule the world, we're gonna live long and all. But one day will come for every one of us where we need to leave the world. At that time, we realize, like, we have not lived the life to the fullest. This hit me very hard. Then I thought, like, for what I did take birth in this world? Having faced all these situations, having faced my parents with the disease, which I am incapable of saving my dad, and having seen my mom suffering with all those horrible treatments, then I thought, why should I not do my contribution towards health as my vision statement? Then I came up with the vision of creating a world where people are very healthy, not only growing old, they want to grow younger. They have to look younger than their age. Is that possible or what? I searched. It is possible, and there are people who are doing that. They have proven it is possible. Then I have decided how longer it gonna take, no matter what. I ain't gonna stick to this. I don't want anybody to suffer the pain which I have underwent. How horrible is that to see your beloved one with all these diseases without considering how important our health is. So I just gotta teach people like how to prioritize their health, because that is the only asset which a human being can possess and can carry with him till the last moment in his life. See, that is how I became the mentor of intelligent aging. I thought, why should I not support the people, not help people to grow younger and live longer, like for so many years? We don't know how long we're going to live, but we're going to grow younger and live longer, achieving like our life to the fullest. As you grow, you have to have the energy to live the life to the fullest. You should not grow with the diseases. You should not be convinced to grow older by consuming all those pills, having a pathetic life. I want the future world to be the people where they grow younger, not older, and living longer like centenarian. In olden days, people have lived more than 120 years to the maximum. But now if you see, the statistics shows that the mortality or the lifespan is being estimated for 70 years and 65 years. Is that the life we want to live or what? Or do you want your beloved one to suffer with that? Because being in a work and being in a money-minded oriented people, we are just going behind the work, doing OT, overtime, just making a lot of stress, training yourself without considering how important the health is. As a human being, we should not take our health for granted. So that is why I started, why should I not create a world where the people are living longer and growing younger? This is possible, and there are systems proven, and it is happening for the people around the world. So I came up with this idea of creating my vision where the world is better place, where people are happily living their life, a healthy body, having their healthy body, healthy mind and healthy soul. If these three are taken care, the human being can achieve anything in his life. It shall be your professional world. You can achieve anything if you're gonna control these three. And you might ask, how? Is that really possible or what? Then I came with this idea, like, why don't we teach people like how we can do this? It is possible and proven step. And that is where we came with this idea, and there are a few strategies involved which I will be covering later. But this is how I found my purpose for taking birth in this world. And I feel great about it because I have been in that state where I could see my beloved one suffering badly in the deathbed. So I don't want anybody to suffer like me, and I want this society and world to be a better place where people should not have any illness in their body. They should feel happy. Mentally, they should be so strong, not getting addicted to self-destructive habits. And ultimately, the soul should be very happy. So that is where I decided to help people on this. And we will see how I gonna do it in the future. So thank you for watching me on this video till the last. I wish you all to have a healthy life. Stay safe. Have a peaceful life. Take care of your beloved ones. Thank you so much.